Good morning, guys and girls. I'm in the woods today reviewing two tents. One is an Amazon sort of basic backpacking tent. Retails at about £48. It's called the Outsunny. I'll get it put up alongside the other tent I'm going to review, and I'll give you some stats on that. But this is your basic start off backpacking bushcraft sort of tent. It's waterproof. I'll show you the spec when I've got it up. This is the Vango Hydra 200. A bit more of a premier tent. It's about 3 times the price. This retails about £160, but it's really good. Very waterproof, very stable in high winds. Really good tent. I'll put them up side by side and I'll run you through the pros and cons of both of them, and yeah, we'll see what they're all about. But firstly, I'm going to have some lunch and then we'll get some tents put up and we'll run through the stats. Right guys, back soon. I get lunch on the go. See you in a minute. So guys, I've had my lunch now. Time to get these tents set up and I'll show you some pros and cons of both, and run through some specs from both as well, so you can have a rough guide of what's out there to buy. Right guys, I'll get them set up for you now. So guys, I'll get them set up now and let's see what it's all about. So guys, like I said, this is your two tents erected. You've got your Outsunny tent here, which is the Amazon Basics. It's about £48 on Amazon. 2-man tent, waterproof, 3000mm hydrostatic head fabric. So it's waterproof. It's not mega waterproof, but it'll keep you dry. And this is the Vango Hydra 200. Like I said, both 2-man tents. £48, £160, so you can see the difference in price. The quality of build's a lot better in this, but like I said, if you're just out for a cheap night in a tent, this outdoor sunny is perfect. It'll keep you warm, it'll keep you dry. I've just bought this one because I want to do a bit of mountain camping, and I wanted something that was strong with the winds. So I'll get them open now guys and show you around. This one is 5000mm hydrostatic head, so it's a lot more waterproof than that one. The ground sheet in this one is 7000mm hydrostatic head, so the ground sheet is very waterproof in this. It doesn't state what the ground sheet is on this one, it just says it's Oxford material. So yeah, I doubt the ground sheet's that waterproof in this tent. What you could do as a backup is just take an extra tarp and put underneath it. So I'll get them open now guys, and you can have a look inside for space. The good thing about this one, it's got a really big vestibule in the front. You can store your kit in, keep everything dry, so you don't have to take wet clothes into your tent and cause any moisture. There you go. I'll take these out a second. Let's see inside. Nice little pocket inside here to put your door in, so it's out of the way. And I'll show you how the size difference inside is. Right. So this is the Outsunny tent inside. It's probably a 1-man tent, to be honest. It's not massive. Like I said, the ground sheet, it doesn't state what hydro head it is. I think it's probably about 300, same as the outer of the tent. You've got pockets inside both sides here. You've got a vent at the back, and you've got a mesh door. I expect the ventilation isn't great on here. You're going to get a bit of condensation at night, but yeah, it's not a bad sized tent for a budget tent. If you come on over then to the Vango, you'll see the difference. You've got a lot more space in here. Ventilation here, here, and on the other side. You've got two side pockets. You've got a little pocketed area up here, and the flooring in this is 7,000mm hydrostatic, so it's a lot more waterproof. I still advise to put a ground sheet if you can get a footprint for it, and put a ground sheet underneath it. I'll just save your tarp. So yeah, that's the two tents together, guys. You can see the size difference, but they're both good tents. That's the budget. This is a Premier. Like I said, I want to do some mountain trekking in the winter, and this is going to be the tent for me to do it in. I think it's got this Gothic arch style here, which adds a lot of top strength to the top of the tent. Yeah, so as you can see, it is a strong looking tent, made for winds. You've got your little vent at the back there, same on here, another vent here. So yeah, that's my little tents put up. I'll run through some specs now from guys. It all depends what you want to spend really on a tent. Really, you can spend more money on this. I mean, there's tents out there for £1,000, £2,000, but I'm on a budget. I bought this just to do a quick review on because it was cheap, and I needed a tent while I was waiting for this tent to come. So I thought I'd bring them both out and show you around them. The vestibule on this one is massive. I'll put that up for you now, guys, and show you how much space you have inside that vestibule. So like I said, it's got a really big vestibule there to keep all your kit in, so you don't have to traipse all your like dirty boots or wet kit into your tent, because that's just going to add moisture and give you condensation the next day when you wake up and everything's going to be wet. I have had this out in rain and I was bone dry, and it was a good downpour, didn't even touch the sides, it just ran off. This one I've had out in the rain. It did okay, I stayed dry, but it did start to soak into the material where it was only 3,000mm hydrostatic head. But this one being 5,000 is pretty much weatherproof, to be honest. So I'll run through some stats on them both now, guys. So this is an all-in-one tent. You can keep the inner tent clipped in, so you can literally put it all up in one go, which is quite handy. The fly sheet is Protex 70 denier, 5,000mm hexagonal polyester. You can see it there. It's really good stuff. These tent poles here, if you can see there, they've got the writing on there. They're really well made. They're Powerlite T6 alloy, so they're quite robust. You can buy replaceables as well, which is good. It's always good to be able to replace your tent poles if they ever snap. Like I said earlier, nice big vestibule. I have got some tent poles that come up, so you can get this centerpiece and bring it up, so you can cook out in the rain, away, well, you know, in your vestibule. So yeah, it's a pretty good tent. I really like it. Takes about 12 minutes to erect. I expect the more times you erect it, the quicker you're going to get. But yeah, I'm still on the 12-minute mark at the moment. The trail weight is 2.66 kgs, and the total pack weight is 3 kgs. It's a bit heavy for a trail tent, I know. It's heavier than the Banshee, but I don't mind a bit more weight for a bit more size, to be honest, because the Banshee is very, very cramped. And I'm 5'11", and I was literally touching both ends. In this, I've got plenty of room. This is a true two-man tent. You can fit 2 people in there, quite cosy, and yeah, it's a good tent. So we'll go on to the Outsunny now. This is the 3,000mm polyester. It's not hexagonal, it's just standard polyester. It's quite good. I've had it out in the rain, like I said earlier. Didn't get wet. It's a cheap budget tent, you can't expect too much. It's got a nice breathable inner shell. with plenty of ventilation, pockets, vent at the other end, 2 vents here and here. It's not as tall, it's not as wide, but you get what you pay for, guys. £48. You can have a dry tent there. You can't moan at that sort of money, really, can you? It's quick to erect, quick to put down. It's quite light. I think this comes in at 2.7 kgs, so it's quite light. Pack size is smaller than this one, obviously, because it's a smaller tent. But yeah, there's your tents, guys. Like I said, I just bought this one while I was waiting for this one to come, because I had quite a delay on this one coming, so I bought this one. I thought I might as well do a quick review on it for anyone out there looking for a cheap tent to get out in the woods and stay dry. But I've bought this one to go up in the mountains in, really. I wanted something that was very robust, and with this structure it is very good in high winds, so that's what I needed, really, because up on the mountains it's very windy and I want to get into mountain trekking and camping, so I thought this was the ideal tent. So guys, yeah, there's your tent. So the Vango is classed as a semi-geosec, which is a full geosec is basically a bomb-proof tent, really. These structures here are basically really rigid, but a semi-geosec, it's the second best thing to a full geosec. It's really sturdy, as you can see. You've got this Gothic design here, which impends. It's bomb-proof, this tent, to be fair. A lot of people say it's not as good as the Banshee, but I think, do you know what, I think it's going to be, because it is literally, it's rock solid tent. Bigger, I know, but yeah, I really like this tent. Looking forward to getting out in it now when lockdown ends. So yeah, there's your Hydra 200, and there's your Outsunny there. A lot of spec differences between tent, but there's a lot of money difference between tents, so pros and cons there. All depends what you want to spend and what one you use it for, really. Yeah. So guys, I'll show you a quick size comparison now of the tents. Oh, you can tell I've done that before, can you? So yeah, guys, it's not a bad size tent, to be honest, for a budget tent. Roof's a bit low. It sags a bit, and there's no support on the tops to really stop it from sagging. But yeah, it's not a bad tent. It's not too bad at all. Got lots of room, but not as big as this next tent here. So I'll show you inside the Hydra now, guys. Sorry about the inelegant entrance and exit there. So guys, I'll show you, I should open the flaps up on this a second, and I'll show you inside this one. So guys, this one is a lot bigger, a lot more space. I don't want to get in here too much because I haven't got a ground sheet underneath. I don't want to punch it apart, but yeah, it's massive in here compared to the other one. Nice bit of headroom. You've got your pouches either side. You've got a double pouch up here, ventilation there, ventilation here, ventilation that side. The door's got a vent in at the top as well. You get a nice bit of draft through there. So like I said, I don't want to spend too much time in there, so I haven't got a bottom ground sheet, and I don't want to wreck the bottom ground sheet by putting a hole in there or anything. But yeah, to see they're both two-man tents, this one's a lot bigger. As you can see from there, really big space in there. You can fit 2 people comfortably in there. In here it'd be a bit of a squeeze, but still a nice space for 1 person. So guys, I'm going to get these tents put away now, have a brew, and head on home. Thanks for watching, guys. Hi guys, that's my review done now. Hope someone can take something from that if they're looking for a cheap tent, or looking for a bit more of a premium tent, as in the Vango. They're both average tents, to be fair. The cheap £49 tent, it's going to keep you dry. It's not as luxurious as the Vango. It's not as much space. It's not as weatherproof, not as windproof. But if you're looking to go out for a few nights and you don't want to break the bank, it's a good little tent. As for the Vango, it's going to be my new go-to tent. I'm going to hopefully get out in the mountains when the lockdown's down, so I'll be able to try it out on a proper weather test then. I've had a night in it at home, in the rain, bone dry, really happy with it. I've had a night in the Outsunny as well, it rained and I was dry as well, so yeah, two of your average tents there. Don't break the bank and you get to go out for a night. So yeah, I'm going to get a coffee on, guys. See you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this content, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like this content, give me a thumbs down. Either way, I don't mind. If you want to comment, give me a comment and I'll answer any questions you want to ask. Till next time, guys, take it easy. Cheers, guys, till next time. Thanks for watching. It's hot. See you next time, guys.